Ever wondered what would happen if the world of dinosaurs faced a cataclysm even before the great asteroid? What if the very skies turned against them, raining down not water, but acid? Welcome, fellow explorers of prehistory, to a world that could have been. Today, we delve into a speculative timeline, an alternate reality where climate change unleashed an era of devastating acid rain upon the dinosaurs. Imagine a world not unlike our own ancient past, teeming with colossal life. Apatosaurs munching on treetops, triceratops grazing in herds. But then, something changes. Massive volcanic eruptions, far more frequent and violent than ever before, begin to choke the atmosphere. Billions of tons of sulfur dioxide and other gases are hurled into the skies, mixing with water vapor. The clouds themselves become toxic, and the rains that follow are corrosive, a chemical downpour that strips leaves from trees and poisons the rivers. This is the dawn of the acid rain era. For most life, this is a death sentence. Plants wither. The base of the food chain collapses. Water sources become acidic, undrinkable. Herbivores, deprived of their food, begin to starve. Carnivores, in turn, find their prey disappearing. The delicate balance of the Mesozoic is shattered. Many species, unable to cope with this sudden and drastic environmental shift, are wiped out in a mass extinction event that history never recorded. But life, as they say, finds a way. Amidst the devastation, a story of incredible adaptation begins to unfold. Let's focus on one particular group of dinosaurs. Let's call them the Scutosaurids, or shield lizards. These were originally medium-sized, bipedal herbivores, something akin to a small ant. They weren't the biggest or the strongest, but they possessed a hidden genetic potential. As the acid rain fell, generation after generation, most of their kind perished. Their skin, like that of other dinosaurs, offered little protection against the constant chemical burns. But within their population, rare mutations began to surface. Some individuals were born with slightly thicker, denser scales. These dinosaurs, while still suffering, survived just a little longer than their peers. They had a slight advantage, a chance to reproduce and pass on this trait. This is natural selection in its most brutal and accelerated form. Over thousands of years, what began as slightly thicker skin evolves into something extraordinary. The scales of the Scutosaurids become layered, almost like geological strata. The outer layer is a dense, chitinous shield, incredibly resistant to acid. It's almost like a natural form of ceramic plating. When acid rain hits it, it sizzles and beads off, leaving the sensitive skin underneath completely unharmed. These new, armored dinosaurs look vastly different from their ancestors. Their scales are no longer just for protection from predators. They are environmental suits. They are thick, overlapping, and cover their entire body, from the tip of their snout to the end of their tail. They have a dull, almost metallic sheen, reflecting the grim, overcast light of their world. Their movements become slower, more deliberate, weighed down by their own life-saving armor. Of course, this adaptation comes with the immense energy required to grow and maintain this acid-proof plating means they need to consume more. But what is there to eat? The once lush forests are now skeletal remains. Here, another adaptation emerges. The Scutosaurid develop a specialized digestive system capable of processing the toughest, most fibrous plant matter that survived the acid blight. Think hardy, deep-rooted cycads and strange, chemically resistant fungi that thrived in the new, harsh soil. Their teeth become grinding plates, and their stomachs become powerful fermentation vats. Their social behavior changes too. They are no longer vast herds roaming open plains. Instead, they live in smaller, more cautious family groups, seeking shelter in deep caves and under massive rock overhangs during the worst of the acidic downpours. These caves become their sanctuaries, places where they can rest, raise their young, and protect them until their own acid-resistant scales have fully developed. The young are born with softer scales, making them incredibly vulnerable. The survival of the group depends entirely on collective defense and sheltering the next generation. Imagine witnessing this, a small family of Scutosaurids emerging after a storm. The landscape is barren and steaming. The air is acrid. The adult dinosaurs, their dark, armored hides glistening with beaded acid, carefully guide their young towards a cluster of tough, surviving plants. They are living fortresses, testaments to life's unyielding will to survive against impossible odds. What about the predators? The mighty Tyrannosaurus rex and its cousins would have struggled immensely. Their prey vanished, and they themselves were not immune to the toxic environment. It's likely that most large theropods would have gone extinct. But perhaps smaller, more adaptable predators also evolved. Maybe a new breed of raptor, one that developed its own, less perfect, acid resistant, or one that learned to hunt exclusively within the sheltered cave systems, ambushing the Scutosaurids in their own homes. The arms race of evolution would continue, even in this poisoned world. This alternate timeline, this acid rain era, paints a picture of a very different dinosaur world. It wasn't just about size and teeth. It was about chemical warfare, about survival through biological engineering. The Scutosaurid, with its incredible acid-proof scales, stands as a monument to the power of adaptation. It shows us that in the face of catastrophe, life doesn't just endure. It transforms, becoming something new, something specialized, something built to withstand the very apocalypse itself. What other incredible adaptations might have arisen in this lost world? The possibilities are endless and fascinating to consider. Thank you so much for joining me on this speculative journey into a prehistoric what-if. If you enjoyed exploring this alternate timeline, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the world of dinosaurs and speculative Let me know in the comments what other evolutionary scenarios you'd like to see. Until next time, stay curious.